Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I know some of you are going through a lot of weather problems back east with the snow and no power. I really hope that you're all okay, because that's a really tough time to go through, whether it's cold and freezing rain or forest fires. Global warming is really real. Like I said, I hope you're all keeping warm and doing okay. So, I just wanted to share with you what I've been up to for the last few days. I didn't film the videos because when I'm in my bubble, I can't think. So, when I'm not prepared, when I can't sleep at night, I just get up and work, and I don't feel like filming. So I've been doing this challenge, which is done by Journal Divas, and it's a mixed media challenge that started on January 18th, and you can find everything on YouTube channel at Kri Rama. So you can see this very well. And we've been doing a lot of good things. So the first 2 days were with watercolors, and I really enjoyed this. It was called tie-dye, and I really like the way these turned out. And we've had to start with just sewing some large pieces. So before we started the challenge, I took out my big mixed media papers, which are I think 20 by 24, and I just sewed a few pages, and then I cut them in quarters, and then smaller and half again, for depending on the project that I was making. So I'll put this aside. So this was tie-dye, and it was a lot of fun. So again, played with all our watercolors, and that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And we will be making something at the end of the challenge with everything we've made. So I was happy to do, so this was with watercolor, and we had to do a couple with acrylic paints. So these are my 2 acrylic paints. So that was for one challenge, the tie-dye. Then we had to do watercolor and plastic wrap drip. That was a lot of fun too, and oh my god. For this I used my Kuretake graphite. That's what I used for this work, and I love how this came out. And this is done on also on mixed media, but if I remember right, we had to collage a book page on this. It's funny, I don't remember. It's a long time ago. I'll have to look at the video again. Yes, we did some collage. I can see my collage here. Yes, we did. So this was the other one. I don't know if you can see the coloring of the graphite. I really love it, love it, love it. This also is wow. I'm not a purple person, but I love how these came out. Yeah, and you can see the collage in the back. So go check out if you're into mediums and to make different backgrounds, go check her out. And this I did with I had one piece left, and I didn't feel like collaging, so I just sprayed some inks on there, and that's how it turned out. So that's my plastic wrap. So we had to water our paper, put the inks on, and then add plastic wrap, and then undo the wrap, and just like making drips on the side. So that was a lot of fun. Next we had to do distress lace. I think it's one I didn't enjoy as much, but it was okay. So we had to use our paper, and then glue our lace on top. So I only did 2. So we had to glue our lace on top, and then use either distress crayons. What we had on these, I think I used tempera sticks and Neocolor 2, And then we had to do, well, on this one it didn't work, but on this one it did. I don't know if you can see a sanding block, so you can see the lace a little bit more. So that's what I did. And on this one I used my distress sprays, my oxide sprays. So I mean, you could make a nice tag background or journaling card, and you know, they're not finished, it's just like backgrounds. So that was distress lace. This was resist. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this one. So all the resist that we have, distress glaze, texture paste, whatever you had for resist, you had to do, and then use a stencil and color your resist. This is with tempera sticks, the gold, and the back was just acrylic paint. This one I just use a this one I don't remember what I did. I did write it. I did write it. So embossing glaze stick, uncharted marinade glaze, and then the TH pencils, tumble glass, Tim Holtz pencils, tumble glass, peacock feathers, and warm lipstick. So that's what I did for this one. This one I distress glaze, with the spritz rusty hinge and uncharted mariner. That was very interesting outcome as well. And this one I used texture paste with transparent matte. Oh no, texture paste transparent matte on a turquoise paint background with gold metallic tempera stick. So that was for resist. So I really like those as well. This was interesting. This was rough and distressed. We had to use all kinds of stuff, anything that you had rough. So for this one, I used Golden's, this one here, Golden, hold on, I'll show you, I forgot. No, not this one. I think it's this one. Hold on. Oh, no. So this one here, I use Golden. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So this, I use clear granular gel. Gloss acrylic gel with coarse acrylic granules. So that was a lot of fun. And then my sprays. I just used Distress inks. I don't know, I didn't write the colors, but I think it's peacock feathers and I can't remember now. I should have written in the back. This was texture paste, but I put it on very thick. It took a long time to dry, and then I just used, again, my sprays. I really love these. This was the same thing. I used textured paste, a stencil. I let it dry, and then I just sprayed it with mahogany and a blue. I can't remember which one. Did I do it? No, I didn't write it down. But anyway, it turned out very nice. And then there's another texture that I tried is salt. I had very fine salt. It took a long time. So for the salt to adhere to the background, I put a coat of acrylic art glitter glue with my silicone brush. Then I sprinkled my salt over it, and then I let it dry, and then I sprayed with distress oxides. So these were nice, really nice texture. But this, oh my God, I was amazed at this one. It was the first time that I used it. I mean, you know, you got things that you don't use, and this was a good way for me to use my things. So that was nice. This was smooch. So we did a lot of smooshing, and And then I use some tempera sticks on this one. This one, I think I use my distress crayons and tempera stick. And of course, I went with the colors that I will be using in my work. This was tempera stick in the orange, silver, and blue, which I like. And here you can see really the effect of the texture. I really like that. And this one was just bronze and silver. I really like this one as well. That was fun. So a lot of beautiful technique, which was fun to do. This one was remove, but I had done this one previously in other work in my journals. What you do, you take either distress crayons. In my case, I use a distress oxide ink pads with a stencil. No, you color your background first, then you use your stencil, and with a baby wipe, you just remove on top of the stencil, and it gives you wonderful, wonderful backgrounds. And on this one, I just splashed some water and some ink splatters. So they come out all different. I mean, they're all beautiful, and these I will be using in my junk journals. I really love how these came out. That was a lot of fun. And yesterday we had to do master boards, 3 master boards. So of course I did a neutral one because I love working in neutral. So I did this one. This one is done with gel prints, and I will be making things with this one. And this one is done with painty papers. So this was a lot of fun. I just took my painty papers and I just cut them up, and then I glued them again. And today we had to add layers. So I took my gel print, I put it on a paper bag, and I made a junk journal cover. So that will be using in my next and I made a video on this, so you'll be able to see how I made this. So that's what I've been up to and what's on my desk. And I'm very happy to have done. It's not, the challenge is not done, but for the rest, I don't think I'll be doing them. I just wanted to do the things that I really wanted to do. So I'll see you in my next video. Take care and be well. Bye-bye.